Good morning, you beautiful people. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day today. Let's talk about Origins. When Zombies Chronicles first came out, I was gonna do this big video about how Origins is overrated and this and that, but after many playthroughs and after learning some things, I have finally decided that this is not the final version of Origins that we are getting, and I wholeheartedly believe that we will get a different altered version of Origins as soon as they patch this game. Right now, if you play solo Origins, you are actually playing the multiplayer version of Origins. If you don't know what I'm talking about with certain maps that are either really big or expensive or difficult, what Treyarch will do is they will create a single player or solo version of that map. I think they've done it with Zetsubo no Shima and Gurad Krovi, and they've done it with Origins and Black Ops 2. What this solo version of Origins does in this case is that it allows you to get a double points out of the reward chest at spawn. Also, it decreases the price of every door by 250 points. That alone makes Origins a whole lot better to play, or at least get set up on. But what else it does is that it only allows one Panzer every time the Panzer comes. Now, the Panzer still comes very frequently, but it's only one Panzer at a time. These alterations greatly affect the quality of life that solo players get on Origins. It's not the end-all be-all fix-it, but it is a huge step in the right direction. How am I so confident that Treyarch will probably implement this into solo play online? Well, if you do offline solo Origins, this is actually the map you get. You get the remastered map with the double points chest. You get 250 points less in the doors. Now, I've tested this out, and the Panzer is still overpowered and the mud is still pretty bad, but these changes in and of itself make it so much better to get set up on Origins, make it the quality of Origins so much better. So I cannot critique, I cannot criticize, I cannot review Origins as a remastered map as it is right now because it is currently not its final form. And with that, I do want to express some concerns that I have about Origins and what I would like to see, what else they would change apart from that solo version of Origins that we all want. Offline local Origins, the Panzer still has an incredible amount of health. It still took 2 or 3 wall buys for me to actually take out the Panzer, and that's just unfun at that point when you're just training around the same Panzer. Bullet sponges are not good game dynamics. You know, mechanically, the Panzer is fantastic. I actually really like this Panzer. I like how mechanically he changes up the gameplay. You're training, but you're trying to keep a distance from him. It's really interesting, and I really do think this is one of my favorite boss zombies. But bullet sponges, not that fun, not that great. I can deal with it, but on round 8, when I have to purchase 2 or 3 wall buys, like I said, it's not fun. Second of all, I do think the Panzer comes way too often. It's like round 8, round 11, round 13, you know, it's like every other round or every 2 rounds. It's just, I want to play zombies, you know, this is what ruined Gurad Krovi and Zetsubo no Shima for me, because you have all those manglers, you have all those Valkyries, you have all those spiders and thrashers coming at you all the time. They're everywhere. It's like, I want to play zombies, you know, give me zombies. And when I'm worrying about zombies, Panzers every other round and Templar Knights every other round, it's just like, where's this game mode that I've been playing where I train and go to, you know, it's not my personal taste. I don't personally like it. I don't think the community likes it because we had the Margwas, which had this problem at Shadows of Evil in the beginning, but they fixed it to where it was only 5 rounds. I think the whole 5-round thing is perfect. I think if the Panzer came every 5 rounds, that would be totally worth it. Good enough to challenge the gameplay, because that is its purpose, and I understand that it has its purpose to challenge us to change up the gameplay, but every 5 rounds does that really, really well. And finally, I would like to see the slightest decrease or nerf to the mud as we can. I get the mud, like I said, I get the point of the mud. It's to kind of challenge you, penalize you for going into certain situations. There are big wide open areas, so of course they have to put mud there, so you can't like train there. But I do definitely want to see more maneuverability in the mud, because there have been times where it's just like there's 1, maybe 2 zombies in front of me and I go to dodge them, but I can't because the mud, and you just can't outrun them, and then they windmill you because they hit really quickly and you go down. And that's not fair in my opinion, because the skill of zombies, the purpose of zombies is to maneuver in such a way that you survive, right? It's not so much about getting the best weapons, but more so about like training and maneuvering in certain ways to manipulate the zombie AI to train behind you. And that's the fun of zombies for a lot of people, and that's the skill of zombies for a whole lot of people. And the mud completely eliminates that. When you're left with no other option than to shoot the zombie in front of you, yeah, for the first couple rounds it's okay. Yeah, if you have a staff it's fine, but when you're just trying to maneuver the map and get around zombies, it's not going to work, and I don't like that. I don't like that aspect. With those changes, I feel like Origins could be a very good, challenging, solid map, and also fair and fun. I want that solo version. I want a Panzer that I can kill with bullet weapons. I want to be able to kill him with the weapon that I have in my hand that's not a staff for as long as I can go to high rounds, and I want less punishment for mud, just a little bit, just the slightest bit more maneuverability in the mud so that I can take care of the 1 or 2 zombies that are in front of me. A lot of people have suggested to me that I should just get a staff, just get a staff and you'll be fine, which is true because the staff makes the Panzer a 2-hit kill. The staff makes it so that you don't have to worry about training. You get an upgraded ice staff and you just camp in one spot. Doesn't even matter the spot, you can just shoot the ground and you're good for a high round, and that's what I want to avoid. You can do the same thing in Der Eisendrache. You can still get the Stormbow and camp really anywhere with the Stormbow and go to a high round. But the thing about Der Eisendrache is you don't need to do that. That's not the only strategy. You can use basic weapons. I myself have gotten to round 49 without any bows on Der Eisendrache just because of the map layout. Is it an easy map? Absolutely, but it's also one of the best maps. It's also one of the most fun maps as well. I would like to see the same treatment to Origins. I would like to see Origins be that map where you don't need the stabs, but it's incredibly fun when you do. But anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. Tell me your guys' thoughts on Origins. What are your thoughts on this particular version of Origins? What do you think of the mud? What do you think of the Panzer? What do you think about the points and the getting set up and the solo version? All the things that I've said today. I will say, I was playing Origins the other day. I had a fire staff. I was like, okay, we're doing well. And the giant robots were walking over me as I had this horde of zombies, and it kind of hit me. Like, I was like, whoa, that's like a freaking huge robot, and here I am with zombies and staff, I was like, oh my goodness, this is kind of fun, so it kind of, I'm getting there, beautiful people. The whole I hate Origins thing is going away the more and more. Like I said it would, by the way, like I said I would. I'm getting used to it. I'm trying to learn it a little bit better, and I think definitely with this local version of Origins, it can definitely be a really, really solid map. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and until the next absolutely beautiful Zombies morning, I'll catch up with you guys later. And as always, stay beautiful.